Hey gamers, Max here welcoming you to the February 21st, 2017 episode of Yesterday's Games Today, the show that scours the news so you don't have to. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for always coming by and checking out the content. If you're a new viewer, make sure you click that subscribe button down below for free daily news updates straight to your inbox every Tuesday to Friday. First things first, Blizzard has teased a new Overwatch character. This would be the third new character, the first being Ana and the second being Sombra. This one is a bit different than the ones we're used to seeing. This one is in the form of an 11-year-old robotic girl named Effie Oladele, I believe is how it's pronounced. Blizzard released an in-game story snippet on the Overwatch website, which you can read in the link down below, and the story is apparently an interview with the girl who has been granted a Genius Grant for her work in robotics and AI. Game Informer brings up a good point here. It's actually possible that this isn't our newest hero and that she's just someone that they interviewed for some strange reason. However, the chances are pretty high that it is the hero, because why else would they introduce a new character? And they also brought up the point that Effie might be older in the real game when she is released, because this interview could be from a long time ago, which would be an interesting way to kind of introduce her past and learn more about her before she actually comes into the game. They also brought up the fact that one of the characters could be an AI she created rather than her being the character, and maybe she like has some form of the character, like maybe she talks to him like in his head or something like that, and is always giving him orders, and that's how he's controlled or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Because remember, Terry Crews was teasing Doomfist as the next character. What if we're getting two? That would be awesome if we're getting two new characters. I really doubt that'll happen though. Two at once? No. But if it did, that would be unreal. In other Overwatch news, yesterday's competitive Season 3 ended. You're not going to be able to play competitive until February 28th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because that's when Season 4 is starting. So you'll have that little break to snuff up on your skills and not be shit when ranking comes around. Yesterday, Square Enix announced a new RPG by the name of Project Prelude Rune. It's being created by a new studio they also revealed yesterday by the name of Studio Istolia. The project aims to build a new RPG with a new fantasy unfolding across a vast land teeming with life. So sounds about right. The head of the studio, Hideo Baba, has a long history in RPG development, primarily as a producer on Namco Bandai's Tales series, so there is some talent in this new studio. Not much else to say regarding that, but hopefully the game will be good. In other Square news, Final Fantasy XIV has introduced a samurai class for its new Stormblood expansion. The expansion is coming in June, and it will bring with it a samurai job, a city of Kugane, the Ruby Sea, and some new dungeons. So a few new areas, a new class or job system, I don't really know what the difference is in this MMO, as well as some new dungeons to check out with this job. Cool, good shit. I've been meaning to get into Final Fantasy XIV, but that is a game that I would have to dedicate my life to, and I don't have a life to dedicate to it, sadly. If you're paying attention before Final Fantasy XV came out, you would know that there is a digital 2D brawler sort of game that was introduced as a pre-order bonus. However, only those that pre-ordered the game from, I believe it was GameStop, were able to get that. The game serves as sort of a prequel. It's like a story told by King Regis. Anyways, I heard it was pretty fun and actually did serve some value to the story, though not a whole lot. And the game is going to be free on March 1st on Xbox Live and PSN to those who own the game and those who don't even own the game. Like, you could download this for free on March 1st without even ever playing Final Fantasy 15. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if there's going to be any changes, or if it was like a full-fledged game in the first place, or if it's just like a little mini game that you can beat in like a half hour. Either way, it's pretty cool that they're giving it away for free. I'm not expecting too much from it, but it'll be a nice little afternoon. We got some rather sad news coming up. The co-founder of Nintendo of America, Alan Stone, passed away last Friday. Basically, Alan Stone is the reason Nintendo of America even exists, and that Nintendo games like Donkey Kong and Mario are even in the Western market. He died due to some form of cancer at the age of 71. Well, I hope he died knowing that he did a great service to everyone in America and gamers around the world, really. Bringing us Nintendo systems and basically reinventing the gaming industry in America. That's pretty awesome. Also yesterday, a Twitch streamer was found dead in his apartment during a 24-hour charity live stream. He apparently stepped away from the stream at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, and police were called to his house after he didn't show up for over an hour. His exact cause of death isn't really known yet, or at least it isn't available to us in the public. However, it's kind of crazy that this happened during a live stream as well. Can you imagine sitting there watching this 24-hour stream and just he doesn't come back and then you find out he's dead? Apparently this guy did a lot of streams too, so this wasn't out of the ordinary for him to be doing. So I really want to know what happened. It's kind of scary. His death is being investigated by the Virginia Beach Homicide Unit, and police say that there is no reason at this time to suspect foul play. They just always investigate this kind of stuff in the first place. Shit's crazy. All you streamers out there, make sure you don't die while streaming. Your life is more important than anything. Always keep that in mind. In lighter news, you may remember the Humble Freedom Bundle I was raving about the other week. Basically, tons of indie games including Stardew Valley, The Witness, Super Meat Boy, Stanley Parable, so on and so forth. Like literally 35, 40 games were available for $30 at the minimum. Well, that bundle raised over $6.5 million for charity. The money went towards 3 charities of your choice, those being Doctors Without Borders, International Rescue Committee, and the ACLU. Basically, the biggest point of this bundle was to kind of go against Trump's immigration bans and travel bans and all that such, to go to charities that support those people that are affected by those bans and everything. Well, that's absolutely unreal, and I'm very, very happy to have been a part of that. Honestly, I would have just been fine with like The Witness, because I was getting $10 off The Witness in the first place and donating to those in need, but I got all these other ridiculous games, like it's seriously ridiculous amount. And then they added more after you bought it. Like I bought it on like Monday, and then they added more games on that Wednesday. So it ended up being, it's just ridiculous. Literally one of those games is more expensive than the entire bundle. Crazy, crazy shit, man. Humble Bundle is a true gem for everyone. Pillars of Eternity 2 campaign has cleared over $3 million donated on Fig. Now, it's important to note that this is not beating the first game, which raised just under $4 million. However, there's still a bit to go. This is also record-breaking news for the platform Fig itself. Pillars 2 is the 3rd game to earn more than $3 million. Psychonauts 2 was the first, and Wasteland 3 was the 2nd game. That's pretty awesome because I don't think many people know exactly what Fig is, because everyone always just thinks of like Kickstarter, Steam Early Access when funding these sorts of games. However, Fig seems to be just kind of a new crowdfunding platform. Apparently last year, Kickstarter saw its total crowdfunding revenues fall for the first time, and the fall was especially steep in the video games category. However, Polygon says that some of that may be because all of that money is going to Fig. So it's not that the money isn't in the games industry, it's just that it wasn't coming through Kickstarter. Anyways, those who have still yet to donate to Pillars 2, you have about 3 days to do so better get on that. Alright folks, well that's about it for yesterday's news. Make sure to like the video if this recap helped you. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below. What can I do to improve the show? What sort of news stories would you like to see? What are your thoughts on the news stories I reported on? Also, make sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already for free daily news updates straight to your inbox every Tuesday to Friday. I will see you guys tomorrow. This is Max signing off.